Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Millennial Report with Josh Robb, episode 2. I do it. For today's episode, I'd like to talk about the 3 P's: power, politics, and purging. But before I get to that, I'd like to update you guys on my progress so far. I updated the Millennial Report episode 1 about a week ago, and so far I got 44 views. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm well on my way to start. But before I do that, I need some of you guys to get behind me. So how do I plan on getting you guys behind me? It's real simple. Give you guys the news. Straightforward news, no BS, no politics, no propaganda, the actual information. So to get that kicked off, I give you my first segment, Josh's Top 10. And for the first Top 10, I give you the top 10 poorest states in the U.S. based off the U.S. Census Bureau 2010. Number 10, North Carolina, median income, $43,275. Poverty rate, 16.1%. Without health insurance, 16.7%. Unemployment, 10.1%. Before I continue with numbers 9 through 6, you may wonder, why am I giving the top 10 poorest states? The reason I'm giving that is because I believe that this will show a bigger point. It will show how we got to where we are now. So just hang in there with me. Number 9, Alabama, 42,218 median income. Poverty rate, 16.1%. Without health insurance, 14.4%. Unemployment rate, 10%. Kentucky, number 8, median income, $42,091. Poverty rate, 17.3%. Without health insurance, 15.5%. Unemployment rate, 9.5%. South Carolina, number 7, median income, $42,059. Poverty rate, 14.9%. Without health insurance, 17.6%. Unemployment rate, 10.9%. Number 6, Montana, median income, $42,005. Poverty rate, 13.4%. Without health insurance, 16.3%. Unemployment rate, 7.7%. Now I know you may all be wondering, you just ran through the top 10 through 6 poorest states. What does this all mean? Well, this gets to the first P, power. So my boy Kanye West said, how could one man have all this power? And I got to thinking, how could one man have all this power? And I realized, you feed off of our insecurities, off of our hate, off of the distaste we have for each other, and you amplify that, and you turn that into a strategy, and you use that to win. And I got the numbers to back it up. This is how 10 through 6 voted in the last 4 presidential elections. Number 10, North Carolina, Republican, Democrat. Alabama, Republican, Kentucky, Democrat, Republican. South Carolina, Republican. Montana, Republican. Do you see this from here? 4 of the 5 voted Republican 3 or more times in the last 4 presidential elections. So basically, they're sticking right. They're not changing. They're not going away. And yet, they're still the poorest of the states. Even though they stick with the guys who are going to tell them that they'll have it soon enough. Oh, but it gets better. 2 states that went to McCain in 2008, 86% received more federal spending than they paid in 2010. The 28 other states that went to Obama, 55% of those states received more federal spending than they spent in taxes. On average, Republican states received $1.46 in federal spending. Democratic states received only $1.16 per $1 tax. So this is the part where people turn right from politics. Because right about now, after a show would have showed you what I just said, they would have had Obama supporter and a Romney supporter go back and forth, spinning what that means. Fortunately for you guys, I'm not employed by neither. And I know what you Obama supporters might be saying. Josh Robb, you helping the Republicans. They're getting more money. But it's from the federal government. The same people who they saying are spending too much. The Republican states are receiving the most money. They are demanding that spending be cut. So, let me give you a real perspective of what that means. You go into a store, you get your favorite item, you give the store owner $1. A week later, you come back, and they give you $1.16. Nice investment, right? Sounds good. Bank capital, hey, we turned it around. But for Republican states, you go into the store, you give the store owner $1, and he gives you $1.46 back the next week. Winning, right? You got damn near 50% return on your investment. Except for that return is coming from the federal government. But who am I kidding? You guys don't want to hear from me and all these numbers. You want to hear banner. You want to hear us go back and forth. You want to hear entertainment. I got that covered. I introduce to you our conservative pundit, Jean Vanity. Good evening, Jean Vanity. Thanks. Good evening to you too, Josh Robb. Thank you for having somebody on the show who's going to give people the truth. So, Jean, clearly you have a problem with what I just said. We know that Republicans and Democrats, progressive conservatives, can't compromise, so go ahead, let me have it. Give me your talking points. Give me your spin. There is no spin. The fact of the matter is, Barack Obama is the highest spending president in modern time, and in 2012 we're going to vote him out. And the people know that, and that's all there is to it. You liberals can use your numbers and spin it however you want to. The people know the truth, and in 2012 we're going to get him out. Okay, John, I'm not going to argue with you about Obama spending. We've seen the numbers, but clearly you've been listening to the Fox News talking points, and you're not going to hear me out, and that's where I need you people. This is where the show becomes interactive, because I need you to go out and find the story that shows President Obama spending versus other presidential candidates. Send me the story so I can prove John wrong. We've been friends for many years. He's not going to listen to me. I need your help. Please. Tweet JRobin24. The story when you find it. Obama spending versus other presidential spending. Hint. Google Barack spending versus other presidents. Now people, I know you're already thinking, how hypocritical. We just mentioned how the mainstream media uses these arguments to distract us from the facts. But Josh Robb got you covered. Remember the first P I mentioned earlier, power? Well, this is where it intersects with number 2, politics. Oh, and it gets better. If you've been listening to Newt Gingrich and the GOP banner over the last few months, you'll notice that the SNAP problem, the government food stamp problem, it's a minority problem, right? And you got it. 60% of African Americans have moved down south over the last couple of years. But has that federal spending gone to those urban communities? Let's find out. In rural states, 81% of rural states receive more federal spending than they gave to the federal government. As opposed, urban states, predominantly urban states shall I say, 44% receive more federal money than they gave. 81%, 44%. That means that rural states are getting almost double government spending than urban states. And if you think back to my store example, these rural states receive $1.40 for every dollar they give to the federal government, as opposed to urban states, which receive $1.10 for every dollar they spend. So this all leads me back to my first P, which is power. And this is how power is used. Because if you don't follow politics, you probably don't know that a farm bill was just introduced by the Senate that passed. Woo! That's right. Congress got something done. What you don't know is that as part of that farm bill was $20 billion in cuts to SNAP benefit. Well, SNAP benefits, food stamp program, whatever you want to call it. And this is the part where the show gets interactive. Because now I want you to go out. You only have 2 senators per state. Go out. Find out how your 2 senators voted. My guess, and I haven't looked at the numbers, my guess is most urban states with Democratic senators voted against the bill. And most Republican states and rural states with Democratic senators, they all voted in favor of the bill. And that's how you get things done. But it's not easy to follow politics. It's a lot of ads, a lot of nuance, a lot of bull crap. So, I work a 40-hour-a-week job. How can I find out what's important, what information getting out to people and combat it? Once again, that's where you come in. Because I want the ads. When you see ads, good, bad, and different, send it to me. Any ad or any politician. And I'm going to research what they're giving to the people. Because bottom line is, whatever they're telling you, we need to be able to research that. And if I'm talking about something that they're not discussing, I'm just wasting you guys' time. And we all know, at this day and time, we don't have time to wait. I'm sorry, what was that? Sorry people, we got breaking news. Let's get back over to John. Yes, thank you, Just Rob. I just checked several conservative blogs, and it's being reported that conservatives in southern states are rallying together to protest the White House and tell Barack Obama to stop spending in their state. Yes, you heard it right. They accept the responsibility, and they're going to tell them, we don't want your money. Take that, progressives. We don't need your money. See, people? That's how quick money can be used to shape the election. What you just saw was a young black man going for the party that clearly is not in his favor. And how does that happen? Money. If you follow the money, you will find out what the politician's true intentions are. But thank you guys for tuning in to Millennial Report with Joshua, episode 2. Tune in next week. I'll bring you episode 3 and discuss the top 5 poorest states, as well as my third P, Purging. We need a whole show for that. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great day.